Hey guys, it's Undead Gamer here with my top 5 games of 2012. Okay, so before I get started, I want to make a point across that I don't usually buy a lot of new games. That is why there are only the top 5. They're the top 5 games that came out this year that I bought this year. A lot of games I'll usually wait about a year until the price goes down and then I'll get them. So that's why there's only top 5. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 would be Super Stardust Delta for the PS Vita. I really liked this game. I liked it a lot better than the original Stardust HD, simply because it was a lot easier. Now, I don't have a problem with games being hard, but Stardust HD felt a little bit unfair because you had absolutely everything coming at you at the same time, and you had to constantly switch between weapons to destroy the gold or the ice or the meteors, and it was like a repeating cycle just over and over and over again, and it got really annoying. So, you know, I kind of had a little bit of annoyance with that in Stardust HD, and they fixed that in Stardust Delta by adding one specific thing. Every life you start with a shield already. You don't have to find the shields. It's a huge improvement. They really knew what they were doing. Still had awesome boss battles. The game was a little short, so the $10 price tag, I think it was more around like 8 would have been a better. And it would have been nice if it was cross-platform like Retro City Rampage or Shapes. But all in all, it was a good game, a great buy, and I'm still really happy to have it. And then coming in at number 4 would be Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PS Vita. Now, I can kind of compare this to the console, like the other larger console versions, simply because this is a complete port of those versions. The only downside besides the reduced graphics and textures is that the online has been reduced from 8 players to 4 players. Now, maybe there are one or two other things that have gotten changed out and didn't make it into the Vita version. Unfortunately, I don't have a violin, but if I did, I would be playing it right now. So yeah, this game is pretty awesome. It's an open world game. EA finally listened to people. What a shock. And gave them what we wanted. Gave us what we wanted. A new Need for Speed game that's good. The original Need for Speed Most Wanted is one of my favorite racing games of all time. The whole 3 of them. And this game is really good. They actually did put a lot of effort in this game, and I'm really happy with it. And I really think it was a good buy. Right? If you have a Vita and you're even a casual racing fan, this game is for you. So check it out. Coming in at number, 3, we have Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Ooh. This game rocks. Okay? Now, Transformers War for Cybertron came out, I think, 2 years ago. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, it was pretty good. This game raised the bar by 50. Okay? It took everything that made the original War for Cybertron good and took out all the stuff that made it bad to create an epic game. Okay? This game is one of the best games ever. It's easily the best Transformers game ever. It has an awesome storyline, great characters, great action, great weapons, customization, awesome multiplayer, co-op. Yeah. Buy it. And no online pass. Would you believe that? No online pass. So yeah, check this game out. It's totally worth it. Transformers is rocks. Coming in at number 2, we have Unit 13 for the PlayStation Vita. This game was it wasn't one of the launch games. It came out a little ways after. I think it was March 5th or something like that. This game is awesome. Okay, this is made by Zipper Interactive, which they kind of failed with SOCOM 4, but basically this is portable SOCOM, except you don't have a squad, you're by yourself. The shooting's really good. I like all the unlockable weapons and everything. It feels really good, and I really like that they don't force the touchscreen controls. All of the launch games force the touchscreen controls on you, and this game doesn't. So that's why this game is awesome. It also has 2-player co-op, which is a ton of fun, especially since you don't need that stupid headset mic to talk to people. Alright, so like once again, if you're a fan of shooting games or you need a great game for your Vita, check this out. It's not really the saving grace for the Vita. There are problems with it, but they're pretty minuscule. The one downside of this game is that, yeah, online pass. Something you guys got to deal with, though. So yeah, check this out if you're interested. Now, finally, we have the #1 best game of 2012. What is it? Some of you may be thinking it's Black Ops 2. And you'd be wrong. So, to reverberate my point, coming in at #1, we have the one, the only Borderlands 2. The coolest game this year. This game is a ton of fun. Alright, it's just, it's amazing. Okay? Once again, like with Fall of Cybertron, they took everything from the first game that made it good, cranked it up to 50, and took out all the bad stuff. Alright, this game's so much fun, especially when you get 2, 3, 4 other players, and it just gets amazing. Alright, it's, especially the villain, Handsome Jack in this game, who is the game's villain, is one of the coolest villains I've ever seen in a video game, alright? Seriously. He is awesome. He's funny, he's smart in that really sadistic type of way. He's one of the best villains, really in media in general. The weapons are all really good, leveling's fun. The only downside about this game is that it kind of gets a little monotonous after a while. Just go, kill things, get whatever you need, go back, questing over and over again. It gets a little monotonous, but then that is the way the game is. You just kind of have to deal with it. So yeah, Borderlands 2, 5 out of 5. This game is awesome. All these games are great, okay? Doesn't matter if it's Super Stardust, Unit 13, Fall of Cybertron, Most Wanted. All these games are awesome. Check them out, alright? And until next time, Happy New Year, and I'm out.